Welcome, people, to Demo-Crazy. Um, well, you can't be defending nice no more because they killed a white guy. Not only did they kill a white guy, they shot him when he was on the ground, handcuffed. How are you gonna? How are you still gonna defend that? Like that was straight up another murder. Jesus Christ! And you can't say, "Well, that's what happens when you're protesting." No, you know that's what happens when you give an agent like when you have a murderer on the force. It's like this just and the dude was just walking like minding his own business before they all just ganged up on his ass. So like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like seriously, Jesus Christ. And then have you like and this morning, I'm looking through my Google News feed and I'm just like, wait, ICE agents are leaving death cards on recently like arrested like victims. Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't hear about the death cards. I heard about them detaining witnesses.
They're
And
detaining
so,
witnesses.
yeah, so they lately been like, so people who was recording murder was around, they were detaining them, like the police and stuff on there, because basically they want to be like, oh, we're gonna harass you so you could be like, you didn't see anything, or you saw it the way we wanted to. So you saying they're leaving death cards or whatever, like that doesn't seem like much of a stretch from that, because it's like you have these people who are in here who are barely trained because you promised them this money, which you all know you're not going to really get, but they're stupid and they kind of just wanted the power. And it was just like, hey, this is exactly what they wanted, but it's like, hey, go back to the time before they wanted 1965, but now it's like, hey, I joined ICE, I can go back to like 1865. Because I've been replaying like Red Dead Redemption lately, and it's just like, yeah, hey, remember the days when we could just round up a posse of people, give them guns, and let's go kill people? And it's just like, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, three of us are fucking trained, but we're just gonna go get some random people, the town drunk or whatever. Here's a gun, here's a horse, come with us. We're gonna go shoot some people, and like that's how these people are acting. Because, like you said, he was out there recording, doing protests underneath his First Amendment rights. And they only kind of gave up on him when they started shoving him and his other girl. And then he goes to help the other girl get up. And as soon as he does that, a bunch of guys grab him, shove him down, grab him by his fucking hoodie, like basically choking him, put him back. And then one guy goes, takes his gun, which he had a permit to carry. So, those people with the Second Amendment, where are you? You're being kind of quiet on this shit. And then you see videos of another guy just punching him like 4 or 5 times when he's on the ground. Like, there's no need to punch him. Like, it's just these people are happy. It's like, oh yeah, this is my chance to just like get in some kicks, get some licks in. And then people theorize that they heard a gunshot. You heard a gunshot go off in the thing. I think it was the guy who was pistol whipping him. I think he accidentally discharged, and then everyone's like, oh god, and shoot. And then like he's already down, and they're backing up, and they're still shooting excessively. And it's just like how they did with Renee Good. Like, you didn't need those extra shots. The medical examiner even said, like, honestly, the first 2 shots she could have survived because it hit like her arm and like her rib, right? And if the people would have let doctors in right away, she would have been fine. But no one killed her was the dirt shot on the side that didn't even be taken. And also, she would still survive for 8 minutes. And if they would have got medical help, who knows? She probably wouldn't have survived, but it still would have been a chance. And, you just got these fucking happy fucking gun toting things, and you got fucking Kirsty Nome out there and these other people, fucking VOP people on there, basically making the rounds on fucking TV, trying to say, oh, well, he shouldn't have been to a protest with a gun. Like, why would you show up for a protest with a gun? Oh, wait, wasn't the January 16th your protest with weapons? Like,
Jesus Christ. Like
like everything they say is just like, you can always point back to a thing that they're obviously being a hypocrite about. And they'll just smug and say, no, this is different. And it's like, why? It's like, and then they'll just deflect. and be like, these people need to comply. These are federal people doing their jobs. It's like, no, they're not. Their job description, I mean, their powers does not say they have the power to just stop people, to detain people without fucking shit on there. Like, and then they want to do fucking. They said like, oh, we're allowing them to go into enter houses without getting a judge's warrant. Let's see how well that's gonna go. You get into someone's house, they got a Second Amendment, they're gonna start shooting. All of a sudden, you're gonna keep hearing, "Well, we entered the house and the suspect started shooting, so we had to gun down him and every fucking brown person we saw in there, and it's their fault because we entered illegally and they shot at us. How dare they?"
Yeah, no, that's exactly what's gonna fucking happen. I can guarantee it. It already happened with Breonna Taylor. So
Yeah, exactly. And then you saw how people still defended their actions afterwards, and they declined to prosecute the people on there. And now, at least with them, with that, they got the wrong one. It was a no, I warrant, but they still got the warrant, but it still kind of was like excessive. Here, they're basically laying out how we're basically like, hey, we're not going to really follow rules. We're just going to do what we want to because I said it. And then we got other people to go along with it. And you got fucking pansies as fucking reporters who don't push back on this, how it's bad and everything. And it just kind of becomes like, if you have a fucking agency where every fucking week you seem to be up there making press statements and everything defending actions or shit, doesn't you think you need to do an internal review?
but that would actually
Or,
that would
or shit, right? Because like, if you have to be every week, you got to deal with this, man. Like, this is not a fucking sitcom where we have to be here every week.
agreed, agreed. And I guarantee you, more people are gonna get gunned down by ICE over in Minnesota. That's what is going to. I guarantee you. It hasn't even been a
You
week
know what's gonna
since.
happen because they
Yeah.
have more people on there, and now with this, they're setting this up as the president that, oh, well, these some people are armed and they have open carry, open concealed carry permits allowed in Minnesota. So now they're gonna basically be like, you guys gotta be you guys gotta be on your itchy triggers. These people might be armed.
Meanwhile, you got like Tim Walsh. He's still like getting his guardsmen ready to enforce orders, and they're gonna fucking shoot. Like I guarantee, again, they're gonna a shooting war is gonna happen between ICE and them, or like ICE in the cities. And then for some reason, you got Trump saying, "Oh, we're gonna investigate Tim Walsh." Of course you are. Of course you are, you dumb sons of bitches. And the MAGA people will fucking eat it up. But they can't. But they can't eat it all up because a white guy got gunned down while he was on the ground, handcuffed. So
The thing with Tim Walz and the Chapo Guard, people are like, why is he hesitating? And people are like, he's probably hesitating because he thinks he's going to start a civil war. And
yes,
it's like, bro, Trump's already been planning this. This is their plan. Like, it's like you're being afraid of something's going to happen when we're already on the train track, already ready to happen. Like, he's basically giving Kirsten Dome and her fucking boy toy, fucking Corey Lewandowski, free reign to keep escalating the situation. Like escalating that you can go in people's houses and go get people in there. Escalating that we keep sending more and more troops of ICE agents, I should say, into there. Knowing like people are fighting back or they're resisting protests and stuff on there. They're already setting this up for they want to spark out stuff on there. So if this is already gonna happen, why not send the guards in now and save more innocent people's lives now? Like, call. That's the problem. No one calls these people's bluffs. Like, bro, like if you get the National Guards in, and then they have these shooting wars, like you said, it's probably definitely gonna happen with ICE, right? There'll be some fucking really gun toting, like hardcore fucking J6er people who will be like, yeah, okay, cool, this is what I wanted. I guarantee you, there's probably like 30-40% of these people who are just like, yo, I just wanted the power to like harass brown people and black people without me getting hurt. I'm not gonna be going against fucking other people that are armed. It's not fair. Like, I only joined this so I could be unfair with the weapons against unarmed people. You know, so if you call their bluff, man, they're gonna lose a lot of people from the ICE forces not ready for that smoke. Like I said, there are people that are gonna be down for that because they fucking romanticize this in their head. But I mean, if you lose like 30 or 40% of the things on there, I'd say that's a good thing.
I mean, I don't know. It's just with well, it's basically well, it's I don't know. It's just like that's a tough decision. He's still
Dude, he's basically not getting reelected, right? You might as well just do this. Like, don't be a Garland and sit out and be like, "What if I did this or whatever?" Just do it, and then get the people out and stuff on there, and then force the president and them to make a fucking decision. Like, is this worth it on all this fucking shit on here? Because what they're gonna do is like how they're gonna spin it. It's like they shouldn't be able to deploy the National Guard against federal troops who are out here harassing the city. Okay, but it's like they're out here protecting the people of my state and I have the power to. And then Trump will try to like gain control over the things on there, and it's just gonna be more and more telling. Like I'd rather every all the plans just get accelerated so people can stop it. You know, like people are afraid, like he's gonna do this, and then like he'll declare martial law and then shut down elections. Right?
yeah.
He's already been planning to do that shit anyway. So why not get ahead of it? Give it some time on the runway, and then you can see what they're doing. You know, like opening chess moves when you go out and see what kind of defense are they gonna set out. You gotta fucking make a move.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Something has to. Yeah, something does have to be done. Jesus Christ. For the record, I actually wanted to talk about Trump's shenanigans, like from that Davos speech to
Greenland
Board of
and Border
Peace,
Peace. I still want to talk
and
about that stuff, but this other part was just really important.
it still
And
is.
that,
I mean, like, because he's gonna investigate Tim Walz, right? Top that off, like you're hearing like one of the. So let me tell you about these death card things, because it's so fucked up. So after ICE raids, like gets the people, go arrest them and all that shit, they started leaving like ace of spades like on the family's vehicles or in their family homes or whatever the fuck. And more people are hearing about this, and ICE is just all like, well, we don't condone this. We're gonna investigate this, motherfucker. Why you? This is happening. The only solace I got is like I remember reading a report like an ICE agent had his finger bitten off by a lady. That was solid gold when I read that. I was just like, yeah, that ICE agent probably deserved it. And she did not.
you,
And like her mugshot, like after the fact, she did not. She looked like she did not give a fuck, man.
you know, like those cards and stuff on there. I know they do this stuff in the military, but I just keep thinking like how people are taking this like the video game because I know they did that in Call of Duty too. Remember Call of Duty Modern Warfare and stuff on there with the cards, and it's like it's supposed to be for the terrorists. So that's what just me keep making think like these people are just on these fucking Call of Duty fucking video game in their head, like you know. But that's also why I believe like if they're like that, which is why I think you should send the National Guard in because these people are under the impression that they're playing a video game and they're playing with the cheat codes where they have all the weapons and they're just killing unarmed people. It's almost kind of like Dynasty Warriors when you're just like, yeah, all these other fucking peasants, I'm just out here fucking killing 1,000 of them because I can. Like, unless they're Lou Boo, no one's coming to stop me. You know, like,
I'm telling you this right now. I'm pretty sure Waltz is waiting because let's say ICE raids a house without like, and then they get shot up, and then there's this huge shooting war. That's when he'll get the National Guard out. Just try to calm things down, even though that'll end up escalating.
I just think that they should get them out now because if you wait until after the tension is on there, then Trump's just gonna use that as fucking fuel that says, I don't understand what Tim Walz is hating America, blah blah blah, and some
Motherfucker
bullshit
hates
like
America.
that.
That fucking orange prick hates America. What the fuck are you? The fuck is he talking about?
And like the thing is, like him and like all these other people, they keep saying how great they are. It's like, bro, you guys have such loser fucking people in charge. Like you have a fucking lawyer in Pam Bondi who can't get an indictment when usually you could be able to indict a ham sandwich. Like that, no, definitely her cases are frivolous, but like this bitch is just like, bro, like how come she hasn't been disbarred yet? And then like Bondi, like seriously, like like your whole law license is gonna be over, right? Like all these other people Trump dealt with that got this bar, it's like it's coming. But like you keep just doing more criming, like out in the open. Like
But that's what happens when you have a cabinet of useless white people. They can't get shit done, and they just can only get walked on. Lindsey Graham, oh man, how many times that fucking idiot folded? Oh Jesus Christ! Don't even get me started with that idiot. But then again, you can't say it's all retardicans because Smellocrats defected again. Like what was it, 7 of them?
yeah, seven of them again. Someone pointed out how it's like, isn't it weird how they only have seven, but it's always different? Just kind of like how on the Republican side, whenever you have Murkowski and fucking west of that old dear Susan Collins, when they have a vote where if they didn't vote that they always have it where one of them be able to say no and the other one can say yes and if shit still gets passed so they can kind of seem like they're hesitant and everyone can see through it. This always seven Democrats and it's always different ones is like we see through you, man. Like you just wanted to go along and you want like, hey, majority, so we could keep saying that we're against it, but we'll let the others, these seven, fucking go on there so we can get it passed. And it always seems to be minorities, and a majority of them is like Latino minorities, which is always just like, why? And it's like, oh, well, I'm from Texas and I came here the right way and blah 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 blah. Like, no, bro, like you just don't see it. It's like you guys just hate each other so much. You hate blackness. You hate each other neighbors and shit on there. It's like Mexicans hate Hondurans and like Colombians hate Peruvians. And, like, bro, y'all basically the same. It's just like fucking Dominicans. I'm no black. Like, nigga, you are black. You just know how to swim. Like, I don't understand this.
Wow. Okay. Well, I have a theory about that. A game theory. No. People hate their neighbors, but they hate themselves infinitely more. Or is it the other way around? I keep forgetting which.
I think people will hate themselves and despise themselves, so that's why they project that they hate each other or they hate like other people that are like them. So like if you hate yourself and then like like some of the Mexican stuff on there, they hate themselves and it's like they wish they were white, so they try to be close to the white, and it's like, well, no, it's like, I gotta hate on these other Mexicans so I could be like, look, I hate the right people too. Like, I also think our culture is trash compared to this other culture, and it's funny and all that fucking shit, and that's all they just fucking treat each other and they'll try to put down on the races to make themselves feel better, and it's like, bro, all you're doing it's just delaying when the time they come for you, man. Eventually, there's not going to be no more people who can push off the cliff. It's going to be your time to face the guillotine, like, and then you're going to be like, oh, whoa, why can't someone save me? It's like, bro, we had a lot of people. If you would have got on board, you still have time now to get on board with a coalition that can push back most of these people. Like, if you wait until they get rid of most of the stuff on there, you're never going to be able to get up on under it. And it's funny. Someone pointed out like this fucking shit with like Trump wanting Greenland and all that shit on there. They're just like Code Geass, the Britannian Empire.
Don't reference that anime, dude. But I will. It's not just that, like, cause one thing I am like kind of worried as to how it'll play out is like the business owners in Minneapolis, right? Um, because a lot of people are being like a lot of businesses are forced to choose sides. And you know, it's easy to say, well, I don't want to talk, well, I don't want to do politics, but like, you can't turn a blind eye, man. Like, and no matter what, they're kind of in a lose lose situation because a lot of the businesses, yeah, they're white, but some of them are immigrants, so they could be targeted out of revenge because they're already posting signs like, "Oh, if you're an ICE agent, you're not welcome here," or if you're an ICE agent, you can only come in with consent. And they're gonna get targeted. Otherwise, you'll have the pro ICE people in Minnesota because I'm sure there's a lot of them too. Then it'll just like harass these people, like downvote their restaurants and all that shit. And I'm just like,
Yeah, they're gonna get it from both sides, definitely. But the thing is that you got to think long term. Like, okay, so you want to be like, I don't want to get hassled, or you think you're gonna get super hassled by conservatives on there. If they decide to harass you, they're gonna harass you no matter what. So it's like you might as well be on the right side. And also like these ice age and stuff on there, like eventually they're gonna be gone. Like it's gonna be they're gone, all that stuff is gone. And then you still gotta be there with the rest of the people with the actions that you took. It's like you can't just think about this and like, oh well, I gotta get through this 1 year or 2 year, right? It's like, no, man, like you gotta think long term. These people aren't gonna be here, they're gonna stuff on there, but you still gotta be there. You still gotta be the community.
mm,
And what are you gonna be like, oh, well, bro, like I just didn't want any trouble. Now you're getting trouble from the other side. So it's like, you know, and it's funny. I'm not sure if you saw that story. There was this bitch. Um, she went on the social media and she was saying that basically she wanted more ICE to go shoot more people and protesters because we're tired of this shit, right?
yeah,
And apparently she was married to this guy who's a was the owner of this furniture connection place in Kentucky, and already he had to take a video of her, like her CEO took a video saying like we heard what she said. This doesn't reflect our values. He had to go on there and disavow his wife and said that it's for his values. Even though when you look at his Facebook stuff on there, he's pure MAGA. He even says like he votes for Trump. Trump was better than Kamala because Kamala is like, do you want 4 years of prosperity or 4 years of nothing for that? So like he's still hardcore MAGA and he still had to go fucking disavow his own wife of what she said, even though he believes what she says as well for her businesses. So that just shows you that, bro, like, even when you're MAGA, you realize, well, like, if we don't hate liberals, I'm not going to piss him off to lose his businesses. So the other contest in Minnesota, fuck ICE, you'll be fine. Like, if you did this stuff to ICE, you would never have to go on and say a video saying about how our actions was wrong and we apologize. Because you don't have murder on your hand, man. Like,
two murderers.
yeah, you have all these murder stuff on there on your hands, and it's just like the thing is, it's like if you want to ask kiss on them, hey, okay, all it's gonna take is just one interaction with one person on the group with the ice shit on there. You could have been like, oh, kissing their ass, doing all this fucking shit. Then you went outside to like open your store or whatever, and then maybe one Somali person fucking went past you or whatever, and ICE was chasing them and he starts resisting whatever, and you're right next to him, stuff on there. The other ICE agents are gonna take you in because it's like, oh, you're here. So that seems to be the thing. If you're in the proximity of anything that's happening, all of a sudden you're an actor in here, and then now you're comfortable getting shot after all that ass kissing. You're still getting up shot in front of your store,
Jesus Christ.
and that's super scary. And it's the problem is like they're going after these people in Minnesota. They're sending more troops. Like Minnesota has like about like 12,000 illegal immigrants. Like Texas and Florida both have over 1 million. Like that doesn't make any sense for the resources, man.
Well, I mean, because whatchamacallit, Minnesota is under Democrat control. That's what. That's why he's sending
Oh
money.
yeah, it's just a revenge tour and stuff on there because he even went on Truth Social and started talking about how Ilmar, who's just a fucking congressman, have $30 million. There's no way she should get that from being a government official. Meanwhile, I'm saying this as I'm Trump and I'm just a government official and I already made over $3 billion from being president when the fucking salary is only 425,000 a year. Would you say that you weren't gonna take it? Because that's what all these bags are saying. He's serving us for free. He's not even taking salary because he's getting kickbacks from everything.
Yeah, he
And
is.
like, and that's a good transition to this goddamn board of fucking peace
Oh my God, yes.
where he's basically he's making a Legion of Doom of all the worst countries. Notice no one on the list is reputable, and they're making him pay $1 billion to him, and like he's gonna take $1 billion from everyone each year
Yeah.
to be here. So he's just keeping his money, and the people that are in it is like, oh, Hungary. And it's like, okay, yeah, so they don't have a dictator. Kazakhstan, Russia, like, and then you have like Venezuela and all this other Argentina. Didn't we just give them like 20 billion bailout? Where did they get the $1 billion to pay to be in this fucking fake ass border peace?
Yeah, it's you have like
It,
it's only it's only targeting dictatorships that are getting to the board of peace, and I'm just and they're still in the UN, so it's peace president everybody. Fine with sending troops in for all manner of fine. No, he literally said he was gonna go on a revenge tour. That was one of the thing. That was one of his campaign promises. Oh my god. And the first thing he did was, and on top of all that, on top of the tariffs, he's bailing out other countries because, of course, he is. And meanwhile, all these dictators are paying him money, especially for that fucking library that he wants, which I hope someone bombs just to make him pissed. Um, um, and you have,
like if someone would have flown a plane into his library and ironically they would have been Saudi Arabian agents just like 9/11 again because he keeps fucking sucking up to MBS. Like, that would be justice. And the weird thing is, like, speaking of MBS and his fucking weird fucking exception with like Jared Kushner or something like that, did you see they released plans for New Gaza where it's gonna be this high rise fucking shit. So basically they let the Israelites fucking demolish Gaza for a land deal for real estate. And they know they're gonna pay for that fucking real estate and remake that shit so they have Trump shit on there. That's where this border peace fucking money's coming from, bro. They're basically, hey, we're getting the seat money for this made up fucking bullshit board, which has no legal authority to do shit. It's just basically where you in so far here when Trump's gonna basically invade some other place. It's like, hey, but I got like these other 20 countries backing me and I'm the United States. That's how he wants it. Like I said, Legion of fucking Doom. And he's taking his $1 billion, keeping it, and then it's gonna be like, hey guys, border peace. What we need for more peace? He's like, we need more money, not besides the $1 billion paid me to go into this new Gaza deal development. Now, hear me out. I'm just gonna have a bunch of fucking buildings with my name on it. But we need this to protect the world. How does it protect the world? Because it has my name on it. And that's why I'm mad at fucking Norway for not giving me a Nobel Peace Prize because I ended 8 wars. And my name being on this building in Gaza will end 10 or maybe 12 or someone saying 100. I don't know. I don't want to put words in the mouth. It says I'm this huge and I'm getting shit done. Unlike Biden.
oh, Biden, get out of here with that nonsense. Fucking god damn it.
Like, they still blaming Biden. He's still fucking old. Like, this guy's been asleep, dementia. He's out here saying crazy shit, writing crazy fucking shit. No, the quote fucking Pete, the plot from fucking Office, that's enough, Meredith. How come no one stops her?
I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, no one stops this fucking shit
No one
on
is
this thing, and
because
I'm just like, and
they want to keep their fucking jobs rather than
they want to keep their
actually
jobs and
protect.
money. But I would have been like, bro, if you're gonna be part of this grift, I mean, I know I'm saying a lot for them to be smart or whatever, but to be smart part of the grip, you're there in the beginning, you take the most money you could get on there, you get out early with a couple big secrets that you know that they had to set up in the beginning to get this live trade going. So they really can't come after you because you just be like, bro, I have your secrets, I have dead bodies. You take the money, you go somewhere else. And that way, when the thing goes down, you can be like, yeah, I did this first thing. But I didn't do all this horrible other fucking shit. And you probably won't get in that much trouble. You just stay there to the end, man. This is like end of Berlin Nazi fucking shit. You in bunkers taking cyanide pills, man. I guess you could go to Argentina, or in this case, Venezuela, and pretend that you had nothing to do with the Nazis.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, and the meanwhile, all this crazy shit's happening. Melania lost her film that no one wants to go see because
Wait, what?
no one cares about you, bitch.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, you didn't know she lost that movie from Netflix and shit on there, and no one's going to see that shit.
Wait, I thought Amazon was backing it. Not.
It's like Netflix or Amazon, whatever. It's just out, and people aren't really watching it.
I didn't know it's out now.
Yeah, that's what people were saying. Like it was out, and like it's just doing bad because no one's watching it. And I'm like, yeah, because no one gives a fuck about this bitch, man. Like, really, with her, when I saw people say that she had some news, I went and saw it, and I'm like, man, and then that's it.
First of
Like,
all, like it does it. The only way it could be a true documentary is if it reveals what happened to the real Melania and the Melania body double, and then like and if that is the actual triple, because now I'm hearing shit like there is a body that's a body quadruple. So apparently there were three dead Melanias.
yeah, see, that's the thing about this. I get it that she was doing it now because she had the leverage to get money and for people to do this shit. But you know this guy's gonna die soon. If I was her, I would have been like, okay, I'm gonna sit back. I give this guy 1 or 2 more years. All the meanwhile, I'm already writing my book and writing this fucking story. Like you said, the better story is Melania. Which one am I? And she's going to showing like I was at this first one, and then all of a sudden the second double came, and then what happened? And if they did that after this guy died, I would watch that shit, and I would think you could probably get more than the 20 million, man, like 40, 50, maybe 100 million, because I believe a lot of people would be interested to see that story of all where all the doubles came from, where did they found them, like if they did this and how they filmed it, like they went back to her old country. They filmed like her walking around and filmed like how did they found the second Melania? And it's like we went here and we all of a sudden we stumbled into this person and they had like talking heads from people who were around that know that person and they did it for like the other two, so like all four of them. I would pay to watch that. What you like? Because that's fucking so curious, man. Or if she wrote a book too, I would read that if she talked about this because everyone knows that's not her, right? Like it's like the worst kept secret out there.
That is the worst kept secret.
And I know who I want to talk to. Really Barron, and it's like, do you know which Melania is your real mom?
What?
For Barron Trump, because Melania's her mom, right?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was like, do you actually know which one is your real mom, or are you too stupid to know, or you don't care, or was it like when you were like 10 or 8 or whatever, the first Melania already dipped?
Mm.
But people should talk about that. What if the Melania that we saw when he got first inaugurated is like the dirt Melania? And we're actually talking about the sixth Melania.
Six Melania.
Wouldn't that be something, bro? Like, see,
Yeah.
that's interesting shit, man.
Good lord. As much as I'd want to continue talking, we're coming close to time. To anyone in Minneapolis right now, stay safe, okay? Just stay safe. That's all I can say. And although I said I hope someone bombs that Trump's library, keep in mind I officially take that comment back. I fucking don't want to, but I will. Um, just stay safe, Minneapolis. I
Yeah, like
Go ahead.
people, we're in the dumbest timeline, the darkest timeline.
The dumbest, darkest.
And the thing is that people out there, you got to be safe, and you also got to be aware that, bro, they're gonna come after you. They're gonna smear you no matter what you fucking do. Even if you're in the right, they're gonna lie. They're gonna smear your grave and everything. So just be prepared for that.
Yeah. You all take care, people. Later on. Boop.